praying for me and keep showing your love and support.
Hello. Coming to you live from Arizona, hot off the press. We have new news about, I just woke up like an hour ago for work today. I work nights. So, yeah, so basically just found out that Brendan, starting December 6th, he's going to have a new address. There was a press release from the Oshkosh website that I read explaining why. Basically, it's for the safety of the inmates and the staff due to drug smuggling. Apparently, this is how often I do drugs. I don't. But apparently, you can spray drugs on letters and then send them to people, and then people can eat those letters and then get high off of them. I never knew that. So I guess that's been a problem in Wisconsin. A bunch of people have been overdosing on a synthetic drug. And so this is their way of basically limiting it. They experimented with one correctional institution in Wisconsin, and it worked for them and I guess they went from like a really big number to 0. So, you know, if it helps Brendan be safer where he's at, due to, not that he does drugs, but, you know, people around him are doing them. Obviously, we don't want him around that now. So, yeah, I'm working on, I made a picture for this. And, hold on, nobody's in here. Okay. So I'm just going to, so basically what it is it's going to be a place where you send your letters to. It's going to be in a completely different state, and what they do is they copy the letter, and then they send the letter back to, or they send a copy of the letter to Brendan. So then Brendan can then see the letter that way. So it's not as fun as getting actual mail, but, you know, it is what it is. And I don't know if this changes anything as far as what kind of letters he gets. I guess that's soon to be determined. The way they said it on the press release was that anybody could get, like, I send pictures to Brendan all the time, obviously through Be Brendan Brave. So if that shouldn't affect him getting that stuff. So hopefully, and if it does, we'll get there. We'll get to that bridge when we cross it, and yeah, we'll get to that bridge when we cross it, and then see what we can do. 5 and 6. So I'm basically typing out the address onto this thing. Oshkosh Correctional Institution. And then they also said, one of the things they said is you have to write out the whole thing of his address. So you can't abbreviate anymore, which I'm guilty of doing too. So you have to type out Oshkosh Correctional Institution. You can't just write Oshkosh Cor Inst. So that's just a little side note. 21131.
Dinner's ready.
Thank you. That was my dad. Sorry, I'm trying to do this in a way that it looks good. There we go. Nope, still doesn't. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and institution. I guess I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I'm kind of sort of explaining it. So basically, what they're doing is that the press release that the Oshkosh Correctional Institution released, basically, there's a drugs problem in the prisons in Wisconsin. Obviously, Brendan doesn't do drugs, but because, you know, there's all these synthetic drugs that all the guys in Oshkosh are doing, and apparently they can spray drugs on the letters, and then through liquid means, and then they can eat the letters. Sorry, I'm laughing because that's so desperate to me. Like, you're that desperate to get high that you're gonna eat a letter. But I mean, to each their own, I guess. So what they're doing is they're outsourcing, they call it, to this company that basically they're going to be copying, they're going to be scanning the letters, and then they're going to be sending the inmates, pictures of the letters that they get. So they're not going to get the actual physical copy of the letters. They're just going to get the copies of them, which, I mean, it is what it is. Like, at least he's getting the letters. He's not going to be getting the actual physical copies of the letters, which sucks. But, you know, good news is the way I read it, if the silver lining on this is that beforehand he couldn't get the actual envelope that the letter came in. Now, they apparently, the way they have it is that they're going to scan the envelope and the letter, so he gets both of those, which is cool because, you know, a lot of time we tell people, like, make sure you post, make sure you put your email, your address on the actual letter, which I think you should still do. So don't not do that. But at least now he can get the envelope too, which I think is kind of cool. So I'm just typing up this address on a better picture because the picture that I posted in the description, I just now realized the format of it, and it, you know, I'm kind of, you know me, guys, I wing things a lot. So I'm just doing this real quick. 21131. Just to get this done and over with, and yeah, so he's going to be getting mail from a completely different state, or I mean from a completely different facility out of state, I should say. He's not going to be getting it from from, it's going to be going to a completely different state. So I think it's actually good. I think it's positive. I'm not saying that anything that makes it safer for Brendan, I'm all for. So let's just put it that way. Not saying that he was in danger before, but obviously if you're in a facility where people, you know, they can't control the drug problem there, you know, obviously, you know, whatever helps keep them safe works for me. This works. This is good enough, as they say. It's not ideal, but it's whatever. Okay, so his new address. And like I said, this is starting December 6th, so you still have a month to basically send him regular letters. I don't know if that means, you know, we have to start sending them to this new address. If, like, I don't know about that one, but let me do this thing. This is something cool I learned recently. And while I'm here, I'm going to be working on t-shirts here soon for next month. And while I'm doing that, here we go. Can you all hear me still? Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I'm going to have to send a test run, Carrie. I'm going to have to send a test run to see if he will be getting those, because that's an interesting question. In theory, yeah, he should be getting them. He should be getting copies of them sent to him, because like I said, what the facility does is that you send the letters to this address, and this address basically copies the letter and the envelope and then sends him the copy of the letter and the envelope. So he doesn't get the physical, he gets a copy. Now, okay, so here's the thing on the press release. It said that there have been complaints from the one facility that they've experimented this on in Wisconsin, that it cuts off the letter, or they don't copy the full letter or whatever. But you can contact, I think he can contact, or he can let you know, the letter writer, hey, it did that. But either way, you can contact the facility that is copying the letter, and they save each letter for 30 days. So you have 2 weeks. So he has 2 weeks to basically contact them and say, hey, my letter came cut off. I need another different copy. Hey, Sean. Yeah, I was just explaining that. I didn't know that you could do that to a letter. That is completely new to me. I am not, obviously, I'm not a cool kid. I don't party hardy. So, yeah, you know, and the only thing I could say is that Brendan likes getting letters, and I think he enjoys just having them and having these physical copies. Yeah, everything you send to him is personal mail except for in property. And that's something else I need to figure out, is because the address that, okay, so on the website, the address that, the snail address, they stopped receiving books to that address. I don't know why it's still up on the website. That's why I tell people send books to the mailing address for that rather than the property address, because he won't get books and stuff through the property address. So my question is, do I still send property, like books and stuff, to the old address that we used to send mail to, or it's definitely not going to be this one because they're not going to copy a whole book. So don't send property or books. If you do send them to Brendan, don't send them to this particular address. It's the old address. So far as I know. But yeah, no, in the press release, which Carrie, when she in our group, she posted the link to, which is what I read. I'll post it right here. Yeah, it doesn't talk about that. It just it talks about this new system. Yeah, it says during the pilot, some persons in DOC care at the FLCI complained of photocopies that are cut off parts of the original mail. Under this contract, text behind will be required to hold the original mail for 30 days after receipt. Any person in DOC care with a concern about their photocopied mail will have 14 days from receipt of the mail to file a complaint. Holding the original for 30 days gives text behind the time and opportunity to address any complaints. So there you go. I will, Sean. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'll double make sure because I want him to get his stuff. And so my suggestion, and you know, I told people this before. So my suggestion is if you send him anything like drawings, art, that doesn't make sense, Carrie. Why are they Moonpig is a physical card though. That would be considered your personal mail. How is is it because it came from another facility and it didn't? But then again, you can have Moonpig have the card sent to you, and then you can from your house send it to Brendan. I don't. Right, but like I said, Sean, if you take the Moonpig card, because you have the option to have it sent to your house with an envelope that Moonpig provides you, and then you could send it to Brendan yourself. I would just assume that all mail should go to Brendan to this address, even if it's from Moonpig. That's just my opinion, because you're going to have to send, like I send cards, Christmas cards and stuff, I'm going to have to send that to this address. I don't know. Like, I think just to be safe, send it to this address and not, I don't know. Like, I understand that Moonpig is an accredited provider, but I don't know if that's gonna, it doesn't, on the press release, it doesn't talk about Moonpig in particular, or even states anything about companies like Moonpig. That's why I'm kind of like, how does anybody know unless she called the facility and talked to them? I guess that's just something I'm gonna have to do tomorrow morning, is call the facility and ask them for sure, because it's, you know, I would assume that all mail other than property would be sent to the new address. Because there's other inmates that I write to that have a system like this. So this isn't new or unique to, it is to Wisconsin, but Johnny Brookins, this is I think it's the same facility too, because I remember writing Phoenix on it, Phoenix MD, and I thought that's funny because Phoenix is also in Arizona. But yeah, I'll double make sure and check on that. It could be right. It could be because it's an credible provider that, you know, it doesn't touch the public. It just goes straight to him. That, you know, it could be like that. But then I wonder if that's just in general for anybody. Like if you could find other companies that do it like that and then just have it sent to Brendan like that. That's interesting. That is interesting, actually. I wonder if I know some companies do that for you. But anyway. Yeah, Phoenix MD, that's a town in, it's the company that is located in Maryland. The company that is doing the copying of the personal mail is in Maryland. So you're not technically sending it to Wisconsin, you're sending it to this company. They're going to copy both the letter and the envelope and then send it to Brendan in Wisconsin. Thank you, Sean. Maryland. Maryland. Yeah. But yeah, so those were some interesting things I'm gonna have to. Yeah, no worries, Jake. Yeah, so these are things that I'm just gonna have to start. I'm gonna look into. I'm probably gonna call the facility tomorrow and ask them because I'm curious about that moonpig thing. Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's cool if it, you know, if it is like that. I think that's awesome because I was gonna say before, I know the joy of actually holding a physical letter, you know, and a card, like, and it kind of made me sad that he wasn't gonna hold a physical card again. Like, I don't know, like in my head I got sad about that. That's such a silly thing to get sad about, but it's the little things in life, you know, like, I don't know, like, just. So if that is the case and he can still get Moonpig cards without it being transferred to, or being, you know, because it hasn't gone, depending on the kind of Moonpig card, like I said, if it hasn't gone to a person, an individual, and then sent to Brendan, then I think that's great. That's awesome. So hopefully that is the way it is. So, but I'll call tomorrow morning the facility and ask them for sure. Yeah, right? There's something about getting a physical letter written by a person, and just kind of holding it, and then, because like I'm an energy person, so I fully believe that your energy goes into these objects that you hold, and just knowing that someone took the time out of their life to pick out a card and then write in it and then mail it to you. I don't know. It's just like it's like a whole other. I love getting cards. Hey Mose, how you doing, friend? But yeah, that's something that I love getting letters. I love getting cards. So like that's why I send cards to people a lot. Christmas season's coming up. Oh, so that's the other thing. Christmas season. Thanksgiving, we're now in November. I'm ahead of the game. I already bought Thanksgiving cards. It's just a really hard time of the year for a lot of people locked up because you're away from family. You know, your whole family's supposed to gather and be together during this time of year. And yeah, I agree, Sean. Yeah, and Jake, that's awesome though that you got letters and stuff like that. But so, you know, if you want to go out and buy like a Thanksgiving card or a thinking of you card to send to Brendan, at least you can still do it. You have until December 6th. So if you want to send him a card to his old address, which is the Oshkosh Correctional Institution, P.O. Box 3310, Oshkosh, Wisconsin 54903. You have a month to send it to that particular address, and he will get the physical copy of the letters. And so, you know, I think that would be a great idea, actually, to probably, you know, go ahead and send him a Thanksgiving or a thinking of you card, just to let him know that he's not forgotten. And especially during this time of year, because, you know, Thanksgiving's hard, you know, and then you got Christmas and New Year's, and it's normally a family gathering holidays, and this is the time of the year where Brendan definitely should be home, and unfortunately he's not. So and you know, and just to say also, you know, not only send one to Brendan, but send one to another wrongful conviction person. Send one to somebody you know. You know, spread some holiday cheer this time of year, and send some love and positivity. It really can make a difference. I'm a card sender. I love sending cards. So, but yeah, there's some event going on right now. Rock painting event we have going on in my group. And on Twitter, I'm going to be painting a rock this weekend. But basically, you paint a rock that says, you know, "Free Brendan Dassey" on it, and set it someplace outside, you know, wherever outside, and take a picture of it, and then post it on our event page. And I will collect those photos and send them to Brendan. I'm going to be painting my rock this weekend with my clients, and then placing them and posting them. So, you know, it's just a little event that I thought of a couple of months ago, and I wanted to do it sooner, but with everything else happening. And then next month we have the ugly sweater contest that Brendan's really excited about participating in. He's going to be the judge, basically. So more details of that will be coming up soon, but start preparing your ugly sweaters. And let me think, is there anything else that I'm thinking that I'm missing? Yeah, we got new merchandise that is going to be coming out soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'm probably going to be releasing one new shirt and then one old design that was popular. I know exactly which design, but yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, yeah, just but yeah, make sure you, like I said, I think it would be really cool if everybody sent Brendan a card or like a Thanksgiving or a thinking of you card before December 6th. That way he gets, you know, personal mail. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even, like, I hope I really hope he can get moon cards at least. I think that would be really sad, because now I'm thinking of, like, during his birthday next year, you know, will he be able to get his actual cards, or will he, you know, like, that's so lame. That's so stupid. It makes me so sad for him, because he shouldn't even be dealing with this stuff, you know. It shouldn't even be a problem. But yeah, hopefully he can get moon cards. I think that would be great. It's not like, I like moon cards, especially if you live overseas. It's very convenient, but it's just not the same as getting an actual physical card too. But anywho, I think that's all I have tonight for my little update. Oh, I still have bumper stickers and wristbands. So if you want a bumper sticker or a wristband, $3.50 each. Put them, you know, just PayPal me the money to my email address, and they're yours. I sent a whole bunch yesterday, so I still have some left. I still have a good stack left of bumper stickers and a bag full of I believe I did, Sean. I believe I sent you one. I believe I sent you a wristband and a bumper sticker, so keep an eye out in your mail. And I think Carrie too, I sent her one already. There was like a whole stack of them that I sent yesterday to people. So yeah, I still got plenty left over, so don't be shy. Reach out to me. I know some people who told me that they can't afford, or that not that they can't afford, but they don't have PayPal, and they don't know how to get the money to me, especially if you're overseas. One particular person, and I won't say names, but she mentioned, well, is it okay if I buy something from the merch shop? And that way, and I was like, absolutely, I think that's a pretty cool idea. So if you don't have PayPal and you don't have a way to send me the money, but you still want a wristband and a bumper sticker, if you want to buy something from the merch shop, as long as Brendan gets the money, I will still send you a wristband and a bumper sticker, because to me it's about the support more than anything. Like, I want awareness out there. The money is a secondary cool thing for Brendan because it helps him out, you know. So yeah, I need to wash my car before I put my bumper sticker on it, and the local car wash has been closed the last few days, so I've been waiting patiently for that. I'm gonna send a bumper sticker and a wristband to Governor Evers here soon. I just need to do it, so with another letter. So I'll be doing that, but yeah. But yeah, I think that's what I have. That's all I got. So yeah, let's send, don't give up sending letters to Brendan or cards. If anybody has any questions or anything, suggestions for Be Brendan Brave, please contact me. Oh, there's something that I wanted to ask Brendan how he felt about it. About doing some sort of donation thing. Right? I hope so. But anyway, for Christmas, because I know he asks, instead of money and gifts, he asks for donations to be made to some sort of charity in his name. There's a Christmas box thing that I used to do when I was a kid, and I thought, well, that would be cool if we did that for Brendan. Bye, Mose. It was great seeing you. But so we'll see. I'll let you guys know more when I find out more. But yeah. But anyway, that's what he does, like when people do that, like instead of sending him money, or I know some people buy him gifts and send it to his mom's house, but I know in lieu of that, he enjoys knowing that you're donating to some sort of organization in his name. They got the angel tree one where kids put their names on those angels, that they put them on trees at Walmart and at churches and stuff. You can do that in honor of Brendan. I do that every year too. You know, just stuff like that. So, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna get off here. It was great seeing everybody in chat. Thank you for being here. And like I said, this is the new address. Y'all have until December 6th. Send him a card before that for Thanksgiving, thinking of you card, and keep up the good fight. We're all here. We all have the same goal, no matter what our thoughts and opinions are. We all have the same goal, and that's to see Brendan get home. So, you too, Sean. Love you all.